Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Marvel Legends Wolverine series. We're having a look today at the Build-A-Figure Puck. Now, Spot's really ripped apart this figure, not necessarily for how bad it is, not at all. I'm more bothered by the fact that Hasbro gave us this guy as a Build-A-Figure. Now, there's nothing to say the figure is bad, once again. I mean, for really all what it is, it's a good figure. But I feel like while I was building him, I didn't have the rewarding experience that I've had while building, say, for example, the Sentinel. Or say building even some of the DC Universe figures, building some of the larger figures that came with those. I didn't get the rewarding experience building Puck here. In fact, it didn't help also that this section right here, the torso and the legs, came with White Queen to start off with, and then you just have to put the arms in and the head. It really, to me, doesn't constitute a buildable figure as much as, say, a figure you've just put arms and head on. I mean, Puck could have surely could have come as a figure with somebody. It's not to say that he couldn't have stood on his own, but really he could have easily been packaged with another Marvel Legends figure. It's got a little bit of hair there. Likeness and paint is good. Nothing to be taken away from the face. The face is done exceptionally well, and the whole time I've been reviewing these Marvel Legends, the paint has been phenomenal on all these pieces. I've got no complaints whatsoever there. Even right down to the fact he's got the hair on the arms, you know, the little bit painted hair in the legs area there. Surprisingly, his upper torso, he has no swivel or anything like that. Perhaps it would be good that he didn't have that, because that could have gotten really loose. So really, his torso is one solid piece. Articulation-wise, he does have the ball-jointed head, which you saw as we put him together. He has hinged shoulders. Rotation, actually no rotation in the bicep, but he does have rotation in the elbow. You can bend at the elbow. No articulation in the... Well, there is no articulation. Yes, actually there is. There's articulation in the hand, which originally seemed extremely stiff. His legs go back and forth in and out quite easily. He has a rotation and bend at the knee. Right there. And rotation and hinge in the foot. So again, like taking nothing away from the figure. He's a good figure, but I feel like he could have easily just been with somebody. You know, not that you would package Jubilee with somebody, but you know what I mean, like a smaller character could have been packaged with Puck as a 2-pack. He's not as rewarding as, I would say, some of the other buildable figures. If I was going to look at that solely just as the figure, what do I think of the figure? I like him. Is he scaled appropriately? I would say he's scaled appropriately. Did he deserve to be a buildable figure? Maybe not. Maybe not. But Puck on his own, I really like. And I'm going to give Puck a 7.5. Having a look at the other figures, and I'm just going to put Puck down here, and hopefully he's not going to get lost in the mix here. I'm just going to bring the camera down a little bit, like so. Having a look just at the figures that we've looked at during the course of this review, or these reviews, still, I think Wolverine is one of the better figures from this lot. The coloring is nice. I mean, again, he's, from what I can tell, a reuse of a Wolverine we've already gotten with the X-Force Wolverine. But I like him. I like him a lot. And though he's not as much of a fan... not as much of a character that I'm a fan of as much as I used to be, Wolverine still, in his traditional yellow and blue, while it's not his original yellow and blue colors, still is a good Wolverine figure. So I like him quite a bit. I also really like Cyclops. Cyclops could possibly be my second favorite from this line. He's well-rounded. He's got good sculpt, good paint, really no issues at all with Cyclops. The third pick is a little harder for me because while I do really like Sabretooth, I don't like his legs. Just make him so stumpy to me. But I think as a whole, I still think he's probably my third favorite. And by default, Well, by default, we've knocked everybody over. By default, I would say the White Queen is also a good figure. Her paint's good. Face is done nicely. Don't really like what they did with the legs, because the legs are just problematic to me. But for the most part, as I'm trying to get Wolverine to stand, for the most part, though, she is a good figure. I would say I like Sabretooth maybe a little bit more just for the face sculpt, but I do like White Queen. So, I mean, really, as a whole, it was a well-rounded set. Although, truth be told, again, it's just a shame that we got Puck as the buildable figure for how small he is. I hope you guys have enjoyed these reviews. Spot certainly has enjoyed reviewing the new Marvel Legends for you. And I know I don't do enough Marvel Legends reviews. Hopefully that will change in the near future. I'm going to get a display stand going for White Queen, because again, she's not going to stand well for me. Just going to put it like that. There we go. But I certainly hope you guys have enjoyed these reviews, and certainly stay tuned. Spot's got many, many more toy spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. See you next time.